Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, I'm going to be going over the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, and I'm going to be doing it on the game. I know a lot of times I'll do it on 2K database, and I don't mind that, but what I like to do is I like to kind of search so you guys can see their price, and then I like to show you guys what a badged out one is like. So like the guy you'll see first on the list, I'm going to show you what he's like not badged out and what he is like badged out. Because all these players, I'm going to max them out. So how good can they be if they are truly badged out? But if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash the subscribe button as we're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. And let's see who comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 10 for just over 10,000 MT is Steve Francis. Now looking at the base card here, does come with an 83 ball, 89 ball handle, 85 steal, 78 perimeter defense, 91 speed, as well as that 85 lateral quickness. Tendency wise, looking at him here, he does have a 95 driving dunk tendency, and that's something I truly like about Steve Francis, the driving dunk tendency, as well as decent enough defensive tendencies. Now, as you guys can see, his base card, Hall of Fame fast break finisher, catch and shoot, bailout, pro touch, giant slayer, space creator, stop and go, deadeye, has some great badges, as well as high handles for days on silver, quick first step. Does come with bronze, range extender, and clamps, and both of them can be upgradable. So now you're going to look at one that's more so badged out than the other one. As you guys can see, this Steve Francis is badged up a little more. Still doesn't have the range or clamps upgraded. But if you get one completely badged out with the gold range extender, with the gold clamps, he is a top 10 point guard in the game, no doubt about it. This Steve Francis, his stats, his badges, his animations, the way he moves. There's a lot to like about this Steve Francis card. And if you can find one badged out, I would definitely make that purchase because in my opinion, he is a top 10 point guard in the game. All of his badges are upgradable. Legitimately, every one of Steve Francis' badges are upgradable. So if you can find one with 40 gold badges, he is a very similar clone to Donovan Mitchell. Coming in at number 9, we do have Russell Westbrook. Now I'm going to go over one that is unbadged and one that is badged. So the unbadged one, obviously you're looking at a 79 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, as well as an 81 steal, 83 perimeter defense, good rebounder, 96 speed ball, and acceleration, as well as that 89 lateral quickness. Good defensive tendencies on Russ, as well as that 95 driving dunk tendency. Looking at his base card, 17 gold badges. Most of them are finishing and playmaking badges. The 20 silvers, you're getting some of the defensive badges, including rebounding badges. Some more playmaking badges, including the quick first step. And then the bronze badges. He does have flash passer, pick dodger, clamps, intimidator, ties defender, slithery finisher, green machine, and the bronze range extender. Now that's his base card. Now this is the badged up version of Russell Westbrook. I do not think his clamps can be upgraded, and that's why this Russ Westbrook is so confusing to me, because this one doesn't have, it says, oh, that's because upgradable badges. There it is. The bronze clamps, as well as flash passer, unpluckable, not great badges. But look, 49 gold badges on a Russell Westbrook card, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you how good this Russ would be. You just have to use him. All I'm going to say is this Russ with the diamond 3-point shoe is not a guy I would want to face. That's for sure. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to use 2K database for any, but I don't have Rafer on my account, and he does come in at number 8 on my top 10 point guard list. Look at Ray for the hot spots from only 2 out of 5 spots. Does hurt him. 8 Hall of Famers, 18 gold, 17 silvers. Looking at Rafer, 88 3-ball, 70 driving dunk, 96 ball handle, 97 ball, or 96 speed ball, 97 ball handle, great speed, 85 lateral quickness. And just look at his badges. Obviously, defensively, he's not that great, but on the offensive end, he is pretty solid. The silver range extender, playmaking wise, is absolutely incredible, as well as some great finishing badges. The one thing I noticed about Rafer is his driving dunk isn't that incredible. So when you compare him to even a Steve Francis, Russell Westbrook, he's not near as good of a rim runner. But the one thing about it is his on-ball steal tendency is a 9-5. Is a 95, has good driving dunk tendency, 6-wise, has that Trey Burke release, has all pro dribble 6, so he's not bad. Rafer Alston's good. It just depends all on playstyle. I've played with Rafer, and I wouldn't say I love the card, but he's not terrible. You can definitely get by with running Rafer Alston, especially because he's a free card. But when you compare him to Russell Westbrook, a badged out Russell Westbrook, I think it's very, very close, because when you evo up, or when you fully badge out Rafer, he gets just as many badges as Russell gets, so you just got to compare which guy you want more, and I think it's a toss-up. But for me, give me Rafer Alston one step above Diamond Russ. Same scenario as Rafer. I obviously don't have Chauncey Billups either, and he comes in at number 7 on my top 10 point guard list. Looking at Chauncey, 6'3", 6'6" wingspan, hotspots from 4 out of 5 places around the arc. Now, there is one thing to say. A lot of people don't like Chauncey because of his release. I understand that, but you've got to look at the bigger picture. The man's comes with 6 Hall of Famers, 38 gold badges, as well as 1 on bronze, 93 3-ball, 50 driving dunk, 93 speed ball, 88 ball handle, 93 speed, 95 lateral quickness. Look at his defensive badges as well. On the defensive end, when you fully badge him out, oh my word, is he great. The one thing about him is you have to obviously upgrade the range extender, but when you fully badge him out on the defensive end, because that's where I would really focus, you give him the heart crush, you give him lightning reflexes, you give him all of the badges he needs. He is a top point guard defender in the game. With his height, his wingspan, his player build, he is going to be a great defender. 70 driving dunk, 74 on-ball steal tendency. And the thing about Chauncey is his dribble 6, his release, they're not great. But his stats, his badges, his hot spots, you can't get anything more out of anybody in the game. I personally don't mind Chauncey, and I've never even used the card. But I can tell you, if I had Chauncey on my team, I know I wouldn't hate him. I just love the makeup of him, especially him on the defensive end. You don't have to like him, but for me, he's at number 7 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 6 on my top 10 point guard list is Pink Diamond Gilbert Arenas. Now, there was a stretch where I thought Gilbert might be a top 5 point guard in the game, but I just don't think I can put him that high, and I'll explain why. When you fully badge out Gilbert, he gets a ton of badges. I think it's mid-30s. I think mine had 35 gold badges. Now, I can't find one that badged up. Here's 31. But just looking at the base Gilbert here, 89 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 92 ball handle, 83 perimeter defense, 94 speed ball acceleration, as well as an 88 lateral quickness. Driving dunk tendency is a 75, which is pretty mid. I wish it was just a little bit higher, but he still does dunk on people somewhat. 78 on-ball steal tendency, slithery finisher, space creator, tight handles, green machine, hot zone hunter, and tireless shooter, all on Hall of Fame. Gold badge including dimer, handles for days, quick first step, dead eye, range extender, as well as a ton of silver badges and bronze clamps, flexible, tireless. And then you look at this one who is upgraded, obviously has an extra Hall of Fame badge, but then you see what badges he can get. He can obviously get his clamps upgraded to even gold. His range extender is already there, but if you upgrade his flexible, tireless defender, upgrade all of those silver badges, he's going to have upper 30s gold badges. That's no doubt about it. And I don't know how many badge spots he has left, but no doubt about it, a fully badged out Gilbert is, I don't want to compare him to Chauncey Billups because they're different players, but they give you similar things. They're pretty good players, but both their releases I don't like at all. Now, I know Gilbert's release is a little bit better than Chauncey's, but still, I'm not confident shooting with either of them. I still have Gilbert one step ahead of Chauncey just because of the offensive ability of Gilbert Arenas. Coming in at number 5 for me is Toker Award JoJo White, 6'3", 190 pounds. Now, I didn't even badge my JoJo White out, but I still love the card. 88 3-ball, 60 driving dunk, 93 ball handle, does come with an 89 perimeter defense, as well as an incredible 94 interior defense, 96 speed ball acceleration, as well as that 92 lateral quickness. So defensively, he is absolutely incredible. 80 driving dunk tendency, and that's something you notice. Even though he doesn't have an incredible driving dunk, the tendency is there. And on defense, JoJo White is incredible. And I say that, look at his tendencies, and look at his perimeter and interior defense. The one thing I don't like about JoJo is the total badges that he can get. I think he has 5 badge spots, if I am correct, 5 badge spots. But that's just not as much as you need, especially when you compare him to the other point guards like a Steph, like a John Stockton. Now, he comes with range extenders as well as hot start, some other good playmaking badges, quick first step, some good defensive badges, pick dodger, and stuff like that. But you have to put clamps on him. You have to put some of these other badges on him to make him even better. Tireless shooter. And the problem is, I think with JoJo White, more than anything, is it's just the lack of badges. When you look at JoJo, I don't think he comes with handles for days unless I'm really missing it. But I think that's one badge that hurts him, as well as some of these just other things that I wish he came with. The fact that he can only get 30 badges definitely hurts him quite a bit. But with his release, with his speed, his defensive ability, no doubt about it, JoJo White's a top 5 point guard. Coming in at number 4 is Diamond Darren Williams. And if we've seen one guy's price drop a ton, it is Darren Williams. But there's still a lot that I have to talk about with Darren Williams. The main thing is an unbadged out Darren compared to a badged out Darren is so different. Like it's hard to even compare them, an unbadged Darren to one that is badged out. But first, let's look at a Darren Williams that is not badged out, so you guys can kind of see what a base Darren Williams is like. Looking at D-Will here, 91 3-ball, 70 driving dunk, 96 ball handle, 83 perimeter defense, 94 speed ball acceleration, as well as an 84 lateral quickness. That's the one thing I will say about D-Will, is he's not a very good on-ball defender. Comes with 4 Hall of Fame badges, slithery finisher, tight handles, unpluckable, and floor general. Obviously comes with a ton of gold badges, including quick first step, as well as some good defensive and shooting badges. 8 silver badges, including clamps, interceptor, bailout, downhill, as well as the bronze range extender. But look, you can obviously upgrade those badges out a ton, but still, a maxed out Darren Williams maxes out, I think, at 40 badges, I think is his max. We'll see here. This one's got 38 badges. Maybe that is a maxed out Darren Williams, but upgraded the clamps, upgraded the range extender. And if you're going to use Darren Williams, you got to make sure he has clamps and range extender. Without those 2 badges on gold, Darren Williams isn't nearly as good as a lot of people thought when he came out. I mean, a lot of people hyped him up because, yes, his wingspan's nice, but look at his lateral quickness, look at his perimeter defense. Those are just some big hesitations I have with the card and why I don't have him any higher. But no doubt about it, Darren Williams is still very solid, coming in at number 4 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 3 is a guy that I thought's price would take a bit more of a hit than it did, in pink diamond John Wall. When you're looking at John Wall, again, a guy that badges matter a ton, specifically with John Wall when you compare him to a lot of the other guys, because he doesn't come with a lot of base gold badges. There's not even a badged out one up right now. But looking at the base John Wall card, 79 3 ball, 95 driving dunk. Comes with a 90 ball handle, 81 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 96 speed ball acceleration, as well as that 90 lateral quickness. Looking at his driving dunk tendency is a 95, and let me tell you, if you're looking for just a purely rim running point guard, he is your guy. Combine that with very, very elite defensive tendencies, you're looking at a very solid player. Hall of Fame acrobat, relentless finisher, dimer, contact finisher, fancy footwork, and Hall of Fame quick first step. Now, if you put Hall of Fame Showtime on this John Wall card, watch out, because if there is one point guard outside of John Stockton, it is John Wall that I would just love that badge on. And for some people, they might even want it more on John Wall than Stockton, but I'll explain why Stockton is just a little bit more valuable in my opinion. But just looking at all the badges that John Wall has that can be upgraded, when you fully badge out this John Wall, you're looking at a card with, low 30s badges. When you fully, badge him out with some of these other ones that can be applied, you're looking at low 40s badges, honestly. But the thing about John Wall that I like that they did, he can't get range extender, he can't get all of the shooting badges, and that kind of limits how good he can be. Obviously, Green Machine, Hot Zone Hunter, and Hot Start help, but without range extender, it does hurt him decently enough to kind of put a damper on him compared to John Stockton. But no doubt about it, some people think John Wall is the best point guard in the game. For me, he comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is one of my point guard, actually my backup point guard in Diamond John Stockton. It's actually crazy when you think about when Diamond John Stockton was released to where we are now. He was so good for when he got released. 6'1", I obviously got a shoe, but mid-90s 3-ball, 91 ball handle, 95 steal, 93 perimeter defense, 94 speed ball acceleration, as well as that 95 lateral quickness. Driving dunk tendency is incredible, 100. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I didn't realize how good John Stockton truly was when he came out. 89 on-ball steal tendency. Look at the badges. Can really get upwards of close to 50 total badges. Obviously, my Pro Touch and Break Starter aren't all the way upgraded, but he can get 50 badges basically, and that's absolutely incredible considering you can get range extender, quick first step, Showtime, clamps. He can get it all. Like, he has Hall of Fame Dimer, Giant Slayer, Unpluggable as well. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous when you get a badged out John Stockton. And the reason I say badged out John Stockton is because when you look at just a base John Stockton, like this one for example, he is not that good. Obviously, stat-wise, he's good. But look at all of these badges. You have to upgrade these badges for John Stockton to be good. And that is super, super expensive to do. But a badged out John Stockton is number 2 on my list. Was there ever a doubt? Coming in at number 1 still is pink diamond Steph Curry, 6'3", 190 pounds. Obviously put a shoe on him, but he comes with a 98 3-ball, 65 driving dunk, 92 steal, 84 perimeter defense, 92 speed ball acceleration, as well as an 89 lateral quickness. Driving dunk tendency is pretty decent at a 75. He's not going to be dunking on top of people. It's high enough in which he can dunk the ball. 70 pass interception, as well as a 76 on-ball steal tendency. Mine is completely badged out. 52 total badges, and including the gold clamps, including Hall of Fame catch and shoot, difficult shots, slithery finisher, tight handles, dead-eye, green machine, and range extender. Now, if I wanted to really make my Steph next level, if I did, you could put Dimer on him. You could put Space Creator on him. You could really make him next level. Now, I'm obviously going to save those badges until 250, but if you really wanted to go crazy on Steph, you definitely could. No doubt about it in my mind. Stephen Curry is and will be for the next month the best point guard in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 point guard video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm sure you guys have some different opinions, so if you do, drop them down below because I would love to hear your top 10 point guard list. Especially when we get towards the bottom, it gets a little glossy, whether you guys would have Steve Francis compared to some of the other people that just didn't quite make the list. But that's why I want to hear your guys' feedback, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.